Welcome to the LMS Show. My name is Kristen Rogers, and I am one of the contributors of the Souls of My Young Sisters compilation book. And I am here with the living legend, public access host, Mr. Lenny Matthews.
Thank you for that introduction, my dear. How you doing? And first of all, and welcome to the LMS Show today. My name is Lenny Matthews. Well, we're a little different today. We have we went HD. So you got them big wide TV screens. You will see LMS in HD. I'm very happy about it. Well, unfortunately, we got it in a strange type of way, but we'll discuss that on another date. You heard a few minutes ago, Diamond Girl. Seals a quote. You ever heard that song, Diamond Girl?
I have heard that song before.
Oh, okay. This young lady, we're going to introduce this young lady. What's the name of the book, my friend?
The book is called Souls of My Young Sisters. Young women break their silence with personal stories that will change your life.
Give her and your name, my friend.
My name is Kristen Rogers.
She did your work now. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, again, my name is Kristen, and I have founded a nonprofit organization called The King's Daughters. It's based here in Harlem, and I contributed to this book.
How'd you find out about contributing to this book?
Candace Sandy is one of the authors, and she and I met through a mutual friend, and we exchanged information. We had a very good conversation, and from that conversation, she asked me to contribute to the book.
How many contributors? Approximately how many contributors are in this book?
60.
60 contributors.
60 very inspiring women.
These are young women too, right?
These are young women, most of them under the age of 30.
Under the age of 30.
Yes.
You have a story, we're going down to we're reviewing it, gentleman by you called Big Country. Tell us a little bit about because people got to read the book. We ain't talking about the book, to read the book. Tell us a little bit about Big Country.
Well, the title of the story is a little delusional, but the story is mainly about myself being in a long distance relationship. It was a college relationship that I extended all the way to when I left college and then moved to New York City.
What college did you go to?
I went to Hampton University.
Okay.
And I graduated in 2005. I then moved to New York, and I was trying to carry this relationship over, and it really was difficult.
Was it the Big Country?
I was in a relationship with Big Country.
Oh, okay. Tell us about this Big Country.
This Big Country. He was from St. Louis, and we dated back in college.
Oh, okay.
And you know, we tried to pursue a long distance relationship, and we had different goals. I wanted to move to New York, and he moved back to St. Louis, and we just were in two different places. And when I finally got the courage to move on, because I saw that it wasn't going anywhere, I begun to have doubts, some real doubts.
What kind of doubts?
Did I make the right decision? We've been in a relationship for so long, maybe I need to try a little harder. And I ended up seeing him with another woman in New York City.
For real? Oh, another woman. Tell us about this.
Literally, I mean, and this is a true story, I was headed to a hair salon, and I was 15 minutes late, and I'm running off the train because I'm late for my appointment, and I get on the corner, and I'm looking across the street at a restaurant, and there he is having lunch with another woman.
Mm-hmm. Well, did he ever tell you that he was coming to New York?
He never told me.
He never told you. How long doesn't y'all in text and all this kind of crazy shit you got out here now? So you didn't know what was going on?
I never knew anything.
Boy, that technology, see, you didn't know what was going on. Go ahead.
So, you know, unbeknownst to me, he's in New York with another young lady having lunch, and I walk right past them and get up the courage to turn back around and go to him and basically acknowledge the fact that I know he's in New York City. And I did, and he was dumbfounded. And he acted like...
What, his mouth dropped?
Oh, his mouth did more than drop.
Oh, okay.
He was discombobulated.
Okay.
And, you know, it took him a little something to get him together, but after that, I never called him again. And he
Did you like him?
I mean, I used to love him.
You used to love this man?
I used to love him.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, I used to love him, but it just confirmed that I did the right thing.
I just love man.
You know, it confirmed that seeing him there with that other woman confirmed that what I had done, trying to cut off the relationship, was the right thing to do, and that it was time to move on. And I did, and I never looked back.
Sometimes people have, we were talking about something downstairs, try to keep it clean, folks, about the organization that you have. You're trying to prevent young ladies to go abstinent, right? Mm-hmm. Why?
I am encouraging young women, first of all, to pursue their own gifts before focusing on a sexual relationship with a young man who is not their husband. The organization, the King's Daughters, encourages young women to practice abstinence before marriage. And it's mainly because there are a lot of psychological and mental issues that do not get talked about. We know about the physical. By the time you're 13, you can have sex, have a baby, but no one discusses all of the physical and mental and psychological ramifications that come with a sexual relationship.
I met a couple of ladies that sit back and told me they had graduate degree. I want to teach the world how to sing and all this kind of in perfect harmony. And next thing I said, well, I got something to tell you. So what do you got to tell me? I'm expecting a baby. A baby? You gonna be singing some harmony, you hear some harmony, that baby crying at nighttime and feeding that kid.
Exactly. I mean, once children are here, they're,
that's it.
That's it. So, you need, no one, I don't think is ever absolutely 100% ready to have a baby, but at the same time, a 13, 17-year-old, that's it's going to be tough.
Well, also too, we have ladies, I understand that, but also too, you have ladies at a certain age that clock start ticking.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I mean, it be ticking.
Right. And I encourage teenage women, but I would encourage any woman who's not married, just because of the things that come along with it.
Well, I want to ask you a question. I'm not mentioning any names on the air. You had an incident where there was a politician's daughter who had a baby. Won't mention the name. And y'all probably know who it is. Won't know how much of a brain. Right? That's another story. And she's out here, the daughter's out here talking about, after she, people say, well, why you talking about abstinence and you what already did the do? Mm-hmm. You had some people, I had a young lady on the show, told the show, she told me she didn't do it, period. What happened? I kind of believed her. Mm-hmm. She said her parents got strict on her.
Well, one of the things that's interesting is that I have parents who for me, this is how it happened for me. I was 13 years old. My father said, sex is bad because the Bible says it's bad, the end. And that did not stop me from being curious about having a sexual relationship. So I did. I did begin having sex. And I wasn't promiscuous, but I did have sexual partners for about a 10-year span. And then I
But you saw a learning experience, right?
I did. This is me encouraging others to be abstinent is me speaking from experience. It's not speaking from a place of I don't know the pain or I don't know the things that young women go through because I went through them. It's definitely a place of personal experience.
Question, you said, answer this statement, you mentioned you have a fiance. What does your fiance think about what you're doing?
My fiance is extremely supportive of the organization, of the message, of the mission. He has helped and front-loaded the organization in many, many ways, financially, with his labor, with his job. He has promoted this message alongside me in a very aggressive way.
On that note, we'd like to thank you very much. You can hold that book here. This is the book. We want you, I want to tell you all to read the book. I ain't going to buy the book. Read the book. Very good story. We're going to have someone else, ladies, sit back and didn't tell me later on, you see later on, didn't tell me a thing. And I'm going to find out what she's talking about. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the LMS Show. My name is Lenny. And a few more minutes, two of my favorite ladies